love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. It's the kind of confession that turns whispers into headlines. In a recent interview that's already sending shockwaves across the NFL world, safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson opened up about one of the biggest decisions of his career, and he didn't hold back. "I regret leaving Philly every single day," he reportedly said, his voice laced with a mix of candor and what can only be described as emotional weight. For a player known as much for his fire on the field as for his boldness off it, this admission feels like peeling back the curtain on something deeply personal. And now, the rumor mill is spinning at full speed. Could this be the beginning of a reunion story? Or is it just a man finally making peace with a tough call that didn't pan out the way he'd hoped? Let's rewind the tape for a moment. Back in 2022, Gardner-Johnson was a crucial piece in the Eagles' secondary. Hard-hitting, playmaking, and full of swagger. He fit the Philly mold like a glove. He wasn't just a defensive back. He was a tone setter, a leader. And for a while, it looked like he had found a long-term home in Midnight Green. But when contract negotiations stalled and the money didn't line up, he walked. Or maybe, more accurately, he was allowed to walk, signing a one-year deal with the Detroit Lions instead. At the time, it felt like business as usual in the NFL. Players come and go. Teams make tough decisions. But this one always felt unfinished. And now we may know why. According to those close to the situation, Gardner-Johnson never really got over the move. Sure, he put on the smile, talked about the fresh start in Detroit, embraced the culture, the team, and the chance to prove himself again. But privately, there were always signs. Rumors circulated last season that he kept in touch with multiple players and coaches in Philadelphia. There were cryptic social media posts, subtle nods in interviews. And now, with this admission, it all starts to make sense. This wasn't just a free agency decision. This was a moment that fractured something, and he's finally speaking that truth aloud. Some insiders say the relationship between Gardner-Johnson and the Eagles never soured completely. Even after his exit, there was mutual respect. Nick Sirianni, the Eagles' head coach, reportedly maintained communication with the star safety. And the locker room? Still full of players who considered him family. That kind of bond doesn't just disappear overnight. And in the NFL, relationships often mean more than contracts. So when Gardner-Johnson says he regrets leaving, this isn't just about the money he could have made or the stats he could have racked up. It's about belonging, brotherhood, a missed opportunity to finish what he started in Philadelphia. So what now? That's the million-dollar question. Gardner-Johnson is still under contract, but the winds of change blow fast in this league. Could we see a mid-season trade? A post-season reunion? It's not out of the question. Sources close to the Eagles' front office suggest there's been internal chatter. Nothing official, of course, but the kind of speculative talk that happens when a star player openly pines for his old team. And for a franchise that prides itself on culture and continuity, bringing back a familiar face, especially one who regrets leaving, could be a powerful move. Think of it as unfinished business, now reignited. But there's a twist. This isn't just about what Gardner-Johnson wants, or even what the Eagles might want. It's about timing, fit, opportunity. The Eagles' current secondary has evolved. Young players have stepped up. Schemes have shifted. Would there be room for him to step right back in? Or would it require reshuffling? The coaching staff would need to assess the chemistry, the locker room dynamics, and, of course, the salary cap implications. Still, if you listen closely, the door doesn't seem fully closed. And in the NFL, that's often all it takes, a crack in the door and a little bit of momentum. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Then there's the fan base. Philly fans are some of the most passionate, loyal, and vocal in the entire league. And when Gardner-Johnson made that comment about his regret, it didn't fall on deaf ears. Social media lit up. Message boards buzzed. Suddenly, #ComebackCJ started trending among Eagles faithful. This is a city that doesn't forget its own. And while betrayal is a bitter pill here, redemption is a powerful narrative. If there's one thing Philly loves more than a defensive star, it's a comeback story. And Gardner-Johnson's could be legendary if it ever comes full circle. Now, let's be clear, no one's printing jerseys just yet. There's a long way between a regretful quote and a contract offer. But the tea leaves are there. The vibe has shifted, and sometimes that's all it takes. Around the league, players and coaches are watching. Quiet conversations are being had. Because a player admitting he made a mistake, that's rare. That's vulnerable. And it suggests he's not just looking to reclaim his stats. He's looking to reclaim something deeper. Legacy, connection, home. Maybe this is just a moment of reflection. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the start of something bigger. Of course, critics will say this is all smoke and no fire. That Gardner-Johnson is just trying to drum up interest for his next contract. That regret is convenient when things don't go as planned. But if you followed this guy's career, you know he doesn't fake emotion. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. And when he says he regrets leaving Philly, it doesn't feel calculated. It feels honest. Maybe too honest for the business-first world of the NFL. But that honesty might just be the thing that brings him back to where he truly belongs. Only time will tell how this plays out. But one thing's for sure. Gardner-Johnson's comments have reopened a door that never fully closed. Whether it's a reunion in Midnight Green or just a lesson in hindsight, this story is far from over. The Eagles may have turned the page, but the book isn't finished. And in the NFL, sometimes the most powerful plays happen off the field, in interviews, in emotions, in those rare moments when a player admits, yeah, I made a mistake. Stay tuned because this one's just getting started. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.